I was in the dairy aisle at a grocery store I don't very often frequent because it happened to be closest where I was running my errands, in fact, just 2 days ago. And a funny thing happened. I came to the corner of the aisle, and I could see the other person's cart, and they could see my cart at the corner. And there's no traffic lights in grocery stores, although I often think maybe there should be. But we stood there, the two of us, eyeing the end of the other person's cart, not sure who was pushing it, but waiting for the other person to go. In the midst of this crazy, busy grocery store where people were pushing past us to get what they needed so they could keep going with their errands and get home and finish wrapping and cooking, the words that he spoke to me were this: "Well, I guess peace begins with us, doesn't it?" It was a small thing, a small moment, right in front of the milk. But it was a story which for me personified Christmas. We didn't exchange names. He was an older gentleman, not in a hurry, unable to walk quickly like those around him. And yet in that moment, he understood what the incarnation is all about. Christmas is such a big deal sometimes, or at least it's hyped to be a big deal. Our economy certainly depends upon a successful Christmas, successful being how many presents we buy each other and how much money those presents cost. But at the end of the day, the presents don't last. In our house, we try to buy consumable presents, crafts or food, or something that we will use within at least a week or two. Although I was lucky today and got something non-consumable. And it made me happy. But even that might break. Christmas does not end when the presents are opened, when the family has gone home. Because if that's what it was, then many people in this world wouldn't have Christmas at all. For those who can't afford gifts, or for those who find themselves lonely and without family. Christmas is all about those little moments in the grocery store, when you find yourself face to face or cart to cart with another human being. And Jesus, who is himself made flesh this Christmas, is shared. The man spoke words of peace to me, and I to him. And I think in that moment, Jesus was born. Because it certainly made me slow down for the rest of my shopping experience. And those are the moments where Christ is born each and every day. We don't need decorations for something like that. We don't need special food. We don't need grandiose holiday gatherings. We just need each other. People, flesh, human flesh together. Isn't that what the good news is? That the angels proclaimed, "This is good news for all people, for unto you is born this day a Savior." In the dairy aisle, that gentleman saved me from myself. He saved me from looking over other people as just those who were in my way and making it harder for me to get my list done. He helped me to see. He brought Jesus to life, and that is what we do as people of faith. I love John's gospel, particularly the prologue, the first 18 verses. We didn't read all the way through them. But I think what I love most about them is that in John's gospel, the darkness is acknowledged for what it is. Darkness. And Jesus coming into the world didn't mean that the darkness would go away. It just meant that the light would always shine in the darkness. That there would always be light no matter how dark the world seems. And so this Christmas day we give thanks to God, who is born in us each and every day, not just at Christmas, who is born in the other person when we encounter them, in the moments we least expect it. In the moments of our darkness, the light continues to shine, because the darkness cannot overcome it.